why does it seem so easy for black men to openly disrespect black women on the internet? I asked that because I saw the clip where Lord Jamar referred to the future first black woman president, Kamala Harris, as a bitch.
Yeah.
Now let me just say this. You didn't call Vlad a bitch publicly.
You did not.
You handled that with the utmost respect.
Yes, you did.
But this black woman who you don't care for her political views, you just let that fly with ease. With you married to a black woman.
Yeah, you
are. So why are we, and he's not the only one, this is just the most recent one that I've seen.
He's not.
But why are we that comfortable, dog, with just doing that? Like my question now that I have for them dudes, man, when I see stuff like that, man, I just be like, why? Why? What are you trying to gain from this?
I agree.
Why? What's gonna come from this? Like, what are you looking to get out of this? Why? Or why do they just target black women on the internet, bro?
Real simple. To me, it's a couple reasons. The number one reason is, if you don't love yourself, if you don't have a knowledge of self and a love of self, and the funny thing about Lord Jamar doing that is he comes from the 5% nation.
That's what
the guys in the guys in the earth, and so he knows this. He knows the knowledge. He knows the science.
Yeah, he's very intelligent guy.
When you don't have a love for self, when you don't have an affinity for self, that's how you can disrespect something that someone from your community or anything that looks like you can disrespect it so freely because you don't respect yourself.
Right.
Because if you respect self, the last thing I'm going to do is, it's like a mirror reflection of me that is out there, and I'm talking crazy about that mirror reflection. Because regardless of whether you agree with her, again, disagree with her politics. If you vote for whoever you want to vote for, that's your right. I literally went overseas to fight for you to have that right. So I want you to have that right. But the minute you get to name calling, the minute you get to calling someone out their name, the minute you get to dehumanizing anybody, you're using the very tactics that were used to us, to dehumanize us, to enslave us, to subjugate us, to it's like all of the things that were used to denigrate us. You're using those very tactics against us when you're supposed to be part of our group and our collective. And I think one is definitely self-hate, but which leads to my second one, which is you were taught to. You were taught not to appreciate things that are black. You were taught not to appreciate black beauty, black love, the things that are essential and quintessential to us. You were taught not to love. You was taught not to love your nappy hair. You was taught not to love your dark skin. You was taught not to love
your full lips,
your
wide nose, and all of that.
Yeah, you was taught not to love those things. And so, of course, the programming works because people get out in this society and then they start to, bro, it's so funny how they start to repeat. They sound Fox Newses. Like they start to repeat the same things that they repeat on those networks. And I'm like, you don't hear yourself? You don't hear yourself repeating the same rhetoric that they're repeating about you to them?
That's a fact.
And you're cozying up to people that you would never get next to and don't want to be next to you. Bro, I saw something so disgusting. And it wasn't disgusting because of who he's doing it for. It was disgusting because Antonio Brown, the football player, was trying to hug Trump. And you could see it, that Trump ain't want to hug him. So Trump was kind of hitting him with the arm like, hey, bro, like you're getting a little too close.
Like when Trump was trying to hug and kiss on that little black daughter, that little black child, she was like getting away from him.
Yeah, it was like, hey, bro, you getting a little too close.
And you should feel stupid.
And you should feel real stupid.
You should feel stupid.
Because you're trying to cozy up to someone who doesn't like you. Like they don't fuck with you like that, homeboy.
At all.
And it's cool if they don't. But what you don't have to do is you don't have to suck nor jive nor bend or bow to the politics or the bullshit that doesn't support you. Like that doesn't even make sense to me. And so many people do it because they want to be accepted by people who don't naturally accept them.
Yeah.
That's the part it's troubling. I get it. I get it from the perspective of the programming works. The programming has worked for over 400 years. The programming works. So when you are programmed to hate yourself, anything that you see that looks like excellence, that looks like good, that looks like positivity, you want to strike it down. Yeah. Or you want to find fault in it. And then the third one, because you got a lot of these brothers running around and not hand it over to you, is self-grandizing. Like me, I. Mm-hmm. If it ain't about me, then it can't be about you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't voting for no woman. What?
And that's all it is.
Yeah, bro. I ain't voting for no woman.
That's all it is.
Well, brother, you if you're over the age of 35 and you meet the minimum requirements, you can run for president too. You can go get a pact together. You can go put a political you can go put a team together and you can run for president if you're qualified to do so, sir.
That's all it is, dog.
But no, it ain't me, so I can't support her, type of thing. And again, that's corny because I've had female leaders in the military, and they've been some of the best leaders I've ever had in my life. Period. In combat and outside of combat. Period. The end. Some of the best leaders I've ever had in my life have been women. So saying that a woman can't hold command or a woman can't run or a woman, that's bullshit. It just doesn't it doesn't hit the litness test. Like it doesn't check the boxes. So you just got a lot of cats out here, man, that are lost and that don't have self-love. Because at the very least, what I will never do, even if I disagree with you, I ain't gonna do it in public. We can have that conversation in private. I'm gonna pull you to the side and we can have that one-on-one. But we ain't gotta have that discourse in front of everybody else.
That's all I'm saying, cuzzo. That's all I'm saying. Yo, whatever. Privately, hey, say what you want. Yeah. Say what you want. But publicly, that's my issue. The publicity of it. Like, I get annoyed, man, with how hard we are on each other and how much compassion and patience and discipline we have when it comes to dealing with outside company. Yo, we quick to call each other to the carpet, hold each other accountable, whatever. But the minute somebody outside the community violate or say something slick or whatever, then they get all the grace, all the understanding in the world, dog. And that makes me tight because I don't understand it.
Shout out to the brother My Son for calling that out. Because My Son was saying when people had a problem with what President Barack Obama was saying about, some of the brothers that was voting for Trump.
Yeah, that too.
He was saying, so y'all got a problem with Barack Obama saying, hey, if you're voting for Trump and accountability and kind of holding y'all feet to the fire. But Trump can say all these things about black men and black people and black countries and nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing? Y'all don't got a problem with that?
Nothing.
He's not racist.
Nothing.
There has never been a person, and again, this is not a political show, but this part I don't understand. There has never been a person that has worked so hard to show y'all who he is and for us to not believe it. He has worked hard to show you who he is. No he ain't. It's like he's showing you.
He be like, yes I am.
Yes I am.
You ain't like that. Yes I am.
Yes I am.
Yes I am.
Yes I am.
Nigger. Look at the sense of humor on him. He hilarious.
It's crazy. It befuddles me. And again, vote for who you're gonna vote for. Know the policies. Look up and down the ballot because it is an important election that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And I do want you to be informed. And again, we are not a political show, so we're not going to sway you either way. But yeah, to disrespect a woman, especially a black woman in public as a black man, look yourself in the mirror, sir.
Word.
Just look yourself in the mirror.
Word.
And see, and if you got a daughter, a mother, a sister, or somebody, look at them and say to yourself, if they were being disrespected, what would you do?
If they trying to do something, make change or do whatever, and somebody be like, man,
what would you do?
Bitch.
Man.
You gonna lose.
Because you don't got nothing in you that got a protective nature about you to just say, nah, you can't. Like, and shout out to, I want to say Lamont Hill, I want to say his name is.
Yeah.
That had to correct the brother.
Well, that's his minute, Mark Lamont Hill.
Mark Lamont Hill that had to correct the brother right there on the show and say, hey man, like, she ain't did shit to call. to be called a bitch. She ain't did nothing to be called a bitch, dog. Nothing. Like, disagree with her all you want, but she ain't do nothing to be called a bitch.
Dog.
Like,
that's crazy.
Hey.
That's
And to that point, brothers, you see what he did? He didn't cuss brother out here and invite him outside or nothing. He just corrected him on the spot. That's how you protect black women. That's it. They just want you to speak up when it's time for you to speak up.
That's it.
They want you to say something when it's time to say something.
That's it.
Just don't let nobody run crazy or talk crazy about them and you not say anything.
That's it.
That's all. Just, hey, correct someone. You don't have to be violent. You don't have to be crazy. You don't have to motherfucker. Just,
Hey, my man. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
That ain't the move.
We're done. We'll move on.
That's it. That ain't the move.
That's it.
If that's how you rock, that's how you rock. But just know that ain't the move.
That ain't it.